Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Taisha. So I was going through my videos that I've recorded to edit, to upload, and I completely forgot to do my favorites books of 2018. Oh my god, that's so weird. So instead of pulling all those out, I said, let me just do my favorite books, period. Now, when I say favorite books, the way I figure out, oh, my shirt, if a book is my favorite or not is I ask myself, would I recommend this book to a friend? And that's kind of how I decipher what I love or what I don't love. So yeah, let's get started. Sorry, my lighting is bad. I didn't set up all my lighting. I just have my little ring light and I'm kind of rigging this. So first book, obviously, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so I would recommend any of the Harry Potter books. Obviously, you should start with the first book and then work your way on. And I know a lot of people think it's cliche that, an adult loves Harry Potter and it's like, oh, aren't we over the Harry Potter thing? No, we will never be over the Harry Potter thing. It's not even really a thing. It's bigger than a thing. So, yes, that's definitely my favorite. I say that and I love J.K. Rowling. I just think she should stick to writing books and not scripts for movies. I think I should do a whole video on how she should stay away from movies writing. Like, just no. Because I hated Crimes of Grindelwald. I thought it was a horrible movie. So, anyways, moving on. My second favorite book that I love, and I actually hated this movie as a kid. And when I was forced to read it for one of my classes, I was like, okay, I'll do it. I have to do it. But I fell in love with it, and that's. Can you see it? I hope there's not a really bad glare. It's Alice in Wonder. Oh my god, it is not Alice in Wonderland. Although I would recommend Alice in Wonderland, but no. Um, it's The Wizard of Oz. I loved this book, and I think two reasons. First and foremost, it is nothing like the movie. If you saw the movie and hated the movie, get the book. If you love the movie, you might not love the book. There's just no comparison. They're just two completely different things. And they even said, this is one of those books where it kind of goes way from the movie, or the movie goes way from the book. But I love it. I did the Audible version as well, and Anne Hathaway, who I don't really like Anne Hathaway, or just her voice annoys me. But for some reason, when she was doing this book, I was like, oh, okay, I like it. Second reason why I love this book is this is the first time we see an American novel with a female hero. And I'm not trying to be like all feministic here, but I think it's important to note that, she's surrounded by these guys, because they're essentially guys. They're male. These three are male characters. And she's the one calling all the shots. They're coming to her, and you don't really see that, or you did not see that when this book was being written. So I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so I would recommend that one. Next one, oh, I adore Greek mythology. I love anything about Greek mythology. And when I stumbled upon this book, I was like, oh, okay, I'll read it. I like Achilles, I'll see, different story. But I also love Patroclus. And this brings both of them together. It's the Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Oh, sorry, this book is by L. Frank Baum. Just FYI. But this story is so beautiful. It's a retelling of Patroclus and Achilles. Obviously, we know how it ends. We know how the Trojan War ends. We know everybody dies. Everybody died eventually. But the way the author does it is she just gives you this whole new light on it. She gives it a new touch, a new feel. And I think the reason why I adore this book so much is that she gives you quality character building. A lot of times authors don't do that. They just give you these characters and don't really give you any development with them. So you're not invested in them. So if they die in the end, you're like, okay, I don't really care if he or she died. And not in that sense, but you're not in touch with them. So beautiful, beautiful story. I would highly recommend this to you. And also, obviously it's the retelling of them in a sexual light, but she does a fantastic job of not sexualizing it, if that makes sense. Like, there's really no erotic scenes in it. Like, ooh, I'm not gonna read that because they're talking about having sex. She doesn't do it like that. It's pure class all the way. My next favorite book that I would recommend is a story about kind of finding yourself in a new place, finding new love, you know, getting your feet on the ground, and that is Brooklyn. And I actually talked about this already. I don't know why I brought this down. In a video I posted a couple years ago about my favorite books of 2017, and this was one of them. So I'm not really gonna... My cats are fighting. So I'm not really gonna go too much into it, but I just think this is a beautiful story. I just think you can't go wrong if you get this book. I'm just telling you, take it. So my next book is actually my favorite author slash book. I love, if I'm talking about genres, I love Chiclet. I just think it's, you know, light. It's not really, you don't have to really get too invested into it. They're quick reads. And my favorite author of Chiclet is Sophia Kinsella. Now, if you've never heard of Sophia Kinsella, I guarantee you've heard of her because you've probably come across Shopaholic, the Shopaholic series. She is the author of that. Sorry, my cats, always trying to get in. Yes, I see you. She's the author of the Shopaholic series, and I just adore her. And these two are one of my favorite books by her, or some of my favorite books by her. I really love all of them, but these two happen to be my favorite. They're quirky, they're realistic but unrealistic. This one, he loses his phone. She picks it up because she loses her phone, and she also loses her engagement ring. And it just kind of, they go back and forth because they need each other for various reasons. And it's just hilarious. And then there's another story in there, and it's just, oh my God, it's so funny. This one, she thinks that her boyfriend is going to propose to her, and you know, he actually doesn't. And I'm not giving it away because that happens like in literally the first couple pages of the book. And she's so upset that she's like, fine, you don't want to marry me? Deuces. And he's like, what? I didn't know marriage was on the radar. All men say that. I didn't know we were going towards marriage. We've only been together for like 12 years. Whatever. I digress. But her sister just got out of a terrible divorce, and she's, you know, she's angry and she's upset. She meets up with her ex, and he's like, yeah, let's get together. Let's get married. And she's like, yeah, I just want to get married. So I'll marry you. And oh my God, they all wind up on this Greek island. It's hilarious. So I would definitely recommend this author, these books. Another one of her books is Can You Keep a Secret? Undomestic Goddess. They're all just like, how did we wind up here books, you know? So yeah, those are my favorites. I have other ones that I would always recommend that I love. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And that's how I tell. If I can't think of it off the top of my head, then let's see, 100,000 words. But I would kind of be careful who I recommend that to, because that is definitely falls in the category of erotic, even though it's really not. But because they divulge into love-making scenes, that's how it falls in there. Oh, like I said, Alice in Wonderland is a good book, but I feel like everybody's like, oh, Alice in Wonderland. So anyways, yeah, there we go. That's it. I think I'm 10 minutes into the video. No, probably not even 10 minutes, but I hope you like it. Sorry if my lighting is really bad. Sorry about my cat. Sorry about my jingle, jingle, jingle. So yeah, have a good one. Bye.